Welcome back, everyone. In 2007, the Toronto Sun's Joe Warmington interviewed the suspect in the gruesome body parts murder case. His name is Luca Rocco Magnotta, and the exclusive interview was set up to discuss allegations that he was involved romantically with convicted killer Karla Homolka. Magnotta claimed that he had never met Homolka and that rumors to the contrary were ruining his modeling career. Here now is a portion of that interview with Joe.
My modeling career is kind of going downhill, basically, these days, to be honest with you. And
it's all because of this whole rumor of you dating Karla Homolka. This is the thing that's...
The rumors destroyed my life, basically, and I've been receiving death threats. My address is posted, that's why I had to move. I want my Pomeranian back. It was taken out of my SUV. I'm about to have a nervous breakdown here. My reputation is completely ruined. I just want everybody to set. I want to set the record straight that me and her have absolutely no connection. I go in to see casting directors. I go in to see agents. You know, they know who I am. You know, it's all over everywhere. I started being a stripper, and then basically I went from there to doing adult films, and I'm not ashamed of doing the adult films. I have a problem though with people saying those to relatives, and now nobody wants to talk to me. I don't have anybody, basically. Whoever's doing this, you know, please stop. You know, you're doing a lot of harm.
And joining us now here in our Toronto studio, Joe Warmington, who conducted that interview back in 2007. This must feel surreal to you.
It does, because I've been busy with other things today that I'd set up, so I've just been doing this on the fly, and I hadn't seen that clip at all. I just remembered it, and he was a creepy guy.
What was creepy about him?
It's just the way that he was. There was some, you know, he kind of stumbled in there. He wasn't moving too well. His eyes were coming in and out, that kind of thing. I thought it was some sort of a substance issue. Felt sorry for him and thought he should get some medical help, things like that. But yeah, and I guess it's not in the video, but I asked him about, you know, are you trying to look like Paul Bernardo, that kind of thing, and he kind of gave me this sort of look, and you could see it there in that one shot with the sunglasses and all that. He was definitely fixated on that whole Homolka and Bernardo thing, which at that time was 5 years. We're 5 years removed from that, so it was still pretty fresh at that time.
Incredible. Stay with us, Joe, because we have another expert here that we want to interview. He is Rob Gordon. He joins us from Vancouver. He's the director of the School of Criminology at Simon Fraser University. Mr. Gordon, it may be Dr. Gordon, I'm not sure, but I thank you, whatever the honorific is, for joining us this afternoon.
You're welcome.
To get your reaction to this news. First of all, we heard just a moment ago from another criminologist, and I want to get you to offer your observation as to whether or not his opinion is indeed the prevailing one. He suggested that the behavior exhibited in this one crime that we know of would lead to a strong possibility that the police have a serial killer here on their hands.
Oh, well, that's a possibility, yes. I certainly wouldn't discount it at this point. Although you'd expect that there would have been similar deposits of body parts elsewhere in Canada if indeed this was not the individual's first victim. So it's a possibility, but and I'm sure the police will be exploring it.
Joe, do you have any questions?
Well, I think I don't know if you've had a chance, Rob, to see the video of him, but what I thought was interesting was that this guy was looking for attention with us in 2007 and with local radio here, phoning in and connecting himself with Karla Homolka and actually saying, I've had no connection with her, all these rumors about me dating her are false, it's ruining my life. And then, of course, there's other things about the cats we're hearing. Is that sort of something that you see with people that maybe are bent this way, that they're looking for some attention and recognition?
Well, yeah, but I wouldn't over-psychologize this, quite frankly. I mean, this, as you've said, this fellow is all over the internet in a number of guises. There's apparently, and I don't know how true this actually is, apparently there's footage of the killing on an internet site, and I won't give you that. But again, the individual who's seemingly responsible on this site is not visual. They're disguised with a hoodie. So, I mean, he's quite clearly an individual who is troubled and clearly troublesome. But to go too deep into it without actually talking to the fellow and exploring his background, I think would be speculative in the extreme.
Sure, and I just want to provide some clarification on the video that you refer to. In terms of what we can definitively report, Montreal police confirmed to the Sun News Network that they have in their possession, as part of their investigation, a video of the homicide that they are investigating. There is indeed a video on the internet that depicts a homicide, one that would be characterized as snuff. And what is startling about the video that has been posted on the internet and the video that you are now looking at that has been gathered for us by our sister station, TVA in Quebec, is there are similar features. In the video that is posted online, that is a homicide act and a snuff film,
Yeah.
and then the contents of the apartment that we are looking at right now. Before we let you go, Mr. Gordon, you know, there's been a lot of talk about the big criminal cases that Canadians have witnessed. How do you think this one will figure into history?
Oh, it stacks up there. I mean, this is an extraordinarily unusual case. What is particularly interesting about it is it is pushing the frontiers of the internet yet again. We're not sure how far it's going to go with this particular case, but obviously here you've got some quite startling footage that I've never seen produced publicly before. And so, you know, I think here we're on the threshold of something new. So it's going to be a very interesting case to follow for obvious reasons.
Joe, anything else you want to add?
Well, I think that what he said is very interesting, talking about pushing the boundaries of the internet, because I know that even with things like Dawson College shooting, and there's been other, something has popped in and out of my head, but there's been a lot of cases where people have gone to the internet to boast about things, or to you know, deal with.
Yeah.
So it's pretty interesting. I don't know what to say. I agree with you, Rob, that it's one of these things. We're on the fly. We don't know where this is going, but you know, you can tell that it's going somewhere, and it's not pretty.
Oh, absolutely, and it raises yet again, you know, the specter of internet censorship and these sorts of issues. If indeed what we're able to view is publicly available snuff movie, in fact, I mean that's just, as far as I'm concerned, outrageous.
We have to leave it at that, Mr. Gordon, but we thank you for joining us.
You're welcome.
Thank you.